everyone, my name is Lily, and welcome back to another episode of Hitchhiker. Why we gotta wait? Let's just go. Saeed, Bahar Saeed. Oh, I didn't see the rest. Oh my gosh, are we in a trunk? Yeah, what the heck? Phone and matchbox inspect. This is the raisin farmer. No. Is this number okay, I don't remember the phone number from the last thing, but I'm hoping that it's not this guy's number. I like how we got a lot of hands.
Hello.
Vern?
Copernicus? Is that you?
Yes. Help me out of here.
Let me guess. You've gotten yourself into some kind of jam. Swinging by your toes over a tiger cage?
All I know is I'm in the trunk of a car.
Locked in a trunk? That doesn't sound like part of your dream. How'd you manage that?
Part of my dream? I was trapped by the... No, I don't know if that's him or not. It's a long story.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you. You've sworn to deceive me, Vern. I'm going to feed the birds now. I want to know the truth. Look where that got you.
Okay, you've made your point.
Speaking of which, did you find the box, Copernicus?
The locked one, yes. In the mailbox.
Have you opened it yet?
No, I haven't found the key.
Figure out a way to open that box, Copernicus. Inside, you'll find out who you really are.
Will it help me find the man with many eyes?
Don't mess with him, kid. He's the final gatekeeper. Way too strong. You need to learn the spell first, before you can go up against him.
There's a spell? What spell?
Hey, if I knew it, I'd tell you. But let's start by getting you out of that box. Lucky for you, I've got my farmer's almanac here. Let's have a look. Hang on. C, cabbage, caraway, carrot, car trunk. First thing you should do is reach around for the latch. Sounds kind of obvious.
Nope, there's no latch.
Okay, next step. See if you can scare up the brake lights. Can you find them? It's a little gizmo with some wires.
Kibble box. Reach. Got him.
Okay. Yank on the wires and try to pull the lights into the trunk with you. Got 'em? What color are the lights?
Red.
We need a green light, kid. A steady green light. That's the way forward.
I don't think that
Gotta run now. Good luck to you, kid.
That way. Alright. Oh, a puzzle. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh. What? How did I wind up in your trunk?
ما أدري شو تسوي بسيارتي بس من خبرتي بهذا المكان راح تسح بعدين.
English?
English. آسف. ما أدري هاي مو صدق. بس أنا أشعر بيه. كاني من صدق حجة سعر. كل شيء هنا إلها دلالة رمزية. السترن، الجير ولا القرن على الدشبورد.
Wait a second.
هسا حتى لو أحد إيدي من السترن. السيارة من كيف تمشي عدل. بس من أقوم
I can't understand you.
أشوف إنه هذا جنهل. إيه معود على كيفك. أريد أوقف.
Translate the driver's speech.
Comment as-tu fait pour devenir
It's French now.
Serais-tu lâché
Okay.
mer revenu de Zomilos, Zemboris equipunas perdu,
There it is.
and the sweet fireflies, they dance in the night.
You speak English now.
English? No, sorry. I could, of course, back in the real world, but it doesn't seem to have come with me into this place.
But we're speaking English now.
To me, this sounds like Arabic.
Oh.
I guess it depends on one's perspective. Anyway, as long as you're not going to start shouting at me again, it's an improvement.
Sorry about that, dude. How did I get in the trunk of your car?
How would I know? It's not even my car.
Why are you driving it then?
No idea. I find myself behind the wheel here night after night. And the trunk, that's my dream too. You don't want to know how many hours I've spent in there, trying to shift my legs to keep them from falling asleep.
I know you're the next guard.
What do you mean? Whose guard? Yours?
Every driver, it turns out we've met before.
Now I know you must be an English speaker. The only people in the world convinced that every story revolves around them.
No.
Who are you, anyway?
I asked you first. What's your name, anyway?
I'm not sure, actually. But here, it's funny. On this highway, everybody calls me Al-Shatir.
Why is that funny?
Never heard of Ibn al-Shatir? A famous astronomer. I guess you don't learn about him in your schools. One of the forefathers of astronomy, in many ways a predecessor to...
Copernicus?
Yes, that's right.
Funny, that's my name. In here, anyway.
Copernicus, Al-Shatir. Two iconoclasts from different lands who challenged the belief that the sun revolved around the earth. Two dreamers who had the conviction that their unique consciousness is not the only thing in the center of the universe. Maybe you're not just part of my story, like I'm not part of yours. You were trapped in the trunk, where I've been many times. It's like you've wandered into my dream, and I've wandered into yours.
How is that possible?
How should I know? Somehow the streams have crossed. Disturbance in space-time continuum.
Anything that we gotta look at? Oh, here, the phone number. 55562. Matchbox. 555. Oh, okay, so it's not the same number. I could have sworn that it was, but it was very close. Don't think that there's anything else that we can really do, so... So, what are you dreaming about?
Me? Yes, safety. A place far away from wars. From bombings. From the cockroaches that crawl out as soon as the dust settles. On the news, you hear only about armies and religious madmen. But it's the gangsters that drove me away. They're the ones who did this to me.
Oh. How did you wind up in this place?
I'm one of the ones who didn't make it. Not all the way. I'm stranded somewhere in between, trying to complete the journey every night in my sleep.
How did you start your journey? Or how did your journey start?
The El Mahdi army. They called themselves an army anyway. They were looking for my brother-in-law, because he worked as a translator for the US military. Neighbors warned us we should move, and so we did, twice.
Did they find your brother-in-law?
Luckily, no. He was safe with the army, beyond their reach. A few years passed and we forgot about the threat. Life had returned to normal, and that's when they came back and picked me up. 2 days later, when I woke up in a Baghdad hospital, I found out that they dumped me off there and told the hospital that I'd hurt myself in a work accident.
So, was that the moment you decided to leave?
Yes, after that, I couldn't stay.
Tell me about your escape.
The women in my family, my mother, my sisters, they were the only ones who knew.
Why not the men?
I was very close to the women in my family. They were the ones who were around all the times while I was recovering. The men, my father, my brothers, always working, always out of the house. I got on a plane to Istanbul, where my cousin lived. He took me to Izmir, where the smugglers are. They're easy to find. I bought a space on a vessel, headed to Mytilene, Greece, the closest harbor in Europe.
And what kind of vessel was it?
Just a simple raft, but not as overcrowded as in some of the stories you hear. I was lucky, at least in the beginning. We couldn't leave for 5 days. Too many Greek army ships in the sea. Every morning, getting up at 3:30 to make a go of it. By the 5th day, I was so tired of waiting that I wasn't even scared to get on board any longer. Finally, impatience had overtaken fear.
Tell me what happened next.
We did not make it to Europe. A boat pulls up next to us. People are trying to understand what's going on, but the men on the ship only speak Greek. At first, people are worried that it's pirates. They take everything from the passengers. Sometimes take the passengers themselves. Sometimes just ram the boat and laugh as it sinks. But no, these are police, it turns out. They take us back to Turkey, where I'm waiting, and waiting, and waiting. Of course, I did not remember all this in my dreams at first. These were things I remembered from clues I found along the highway.
Sounds familiar.
I've dreamed this highway, this car before, many times.
Why, what happens in this dream of yours?
Always a long drive, always danger. Sometimes I'm smuggled in the trunk, sometimes I'm driving. Always checkpoints, inspections, betrayal, always from someone who pretends to be my friend.
I'm not the traitor, I promise.
I'm not worried about you. You seem too confused to hurt anyone. What is your dream about?
I'm not sure, maybe just relationship troubles.
A breakup? That's it?
Yeah. It seems so insignificant compared to his problems. Or a kidnapping, or maybe a kidnapping, maybe worse.
Ah, that's more like it. Who has been kidnapped? Who's this person that's been taken away from you?
My girlfriend.
Do you have a photo? Who knows? Maybe I've seen her somewhere along this highway.
Yeah, there's a photo in my backpack.
I know her, the same woman, but with different hair color. I just saw her at the gas station a few miles back.
That's not her, that's a decoy.
A decoy? What kind of game are you playing here?
It was supposed to be a trap, but it backfired.
I say, you're lucky nobody got hurt.
I know, but this whole thing, well, so she's not in danger. Because that feels kind of sad putting it on her.
Yes, that's right. There was a scene there at the gas station. She was being questioned by 2 men.
What?
She seemed to be explaining herself, pointing at the empty passenger seat in her car. They didn't really seem interested in her, though. They were more interested in the empty car seat.
Dude. What did they look like?
One man was wearing an orange vest. He seemed to be in charge. Another, shorter guy next to him. Mean looking, like a shrew.
Orange vessel was all a trap.
A trap? So, they were looking for you?
Uh, I don't think that they were looking for us. I don't get how I escaped.
Sounds like getting in my dream. Getting in the trunk. May have saved your neck.
Did you hear anything else?
I just heard one strange thing they said. That they were looking for a guy with 8 fingers. They were going to find him.
Well, that's not us because we have 10. 8 fingers?
Something like that. 8 fingers. 8 digits maybe.
8 digits. It's me. I have his number.
Uh-huh. And you wouldn't happen to have a strange blue box with you, would you?
Yeah, why?
That was the other thing they mentioned. They have the key, but don't want the box opened.
Did you see what direction they were headed?
No, I didn't get a look. Say, have you noticed how many tumbleweeds there are suddenly?
What do you make of it?
I don't know, but the weather also seems to be turning suddenly. Turn on the radio and see if you can find a weather report.
Oh
my God! Get that thing off the window!
Jeez!
Get it off! Get it off!
Oh my gosh! Can we punch it? We can't do anything with it. That is so creepy.
It seems to be changing the weather conditions.
Dr. Zest presents.
72 degrees with mild breezes throughout the day. Sunny?
Here we go.
Suddenly, it's sunny. It's not working. They're stuck to the car. We need some other kind of weather to get clear of them.
Okay.
Level 3 thunderstorm. 60-mile-per-hour wind.
Looks like tornado conditions now.
Oh my gosh.
Look, the tornado.
Oh!
It's starting to pull the tumbleweeds off the car, but it's not strong enough.
So we gotta keep going.
Warning, tornado 20 feet from car.
Oh my gosh, this is so scary.
Warning, tornado.
Oh my gosh.
It worked. Oh, good riddance.
Creepy. Creepy.
Look, that was very strange. Even for this place.
Yeah, I agree.
And the eyes on those things. It seemed they were spying. Searching for something. Did you notice? What do you know about these guys? The ones who are after you?
The leader has a lot of eyes? Like 10?
Seems he had a few extra to spare for the tumbleweeds.
Oh, I didn't ask about the bracelet, but, he runs some kind of travel agency.
I see. What else?
Well, I have a business card.
Oh, let's see.
Sure, it's in my backpack.
Balkan Tours?
You know them?
Not directly, no. But I've heard about them. From a guy in Istanbul I met. He had made it through to Europe, but then had come back to get his family. But that's another story. He had come across this Balkan Tours on his way back from Serbia. He warned everyone about them who would listen. Apparently, they had a charitable program to help refugees, promising to help them. But no one who accepted their help was ever seen from again. People just disappeared. And it wasn't just people in the refugee community either. Tourists too. There were strange stories.
What kind of stories?
I only heard bits and pieces. Nothing very clear. Mirrors. Rooms full of mirrors. People losing their minds and never coming back.
The man with mirror eyes.
Yes. People who were heading from Turkey into Croatia and Serbia were being warned about it. Watch out for mirrors. Rooms full of mirrors. Rome's full of ice.
I need to do something to help her.
Well, my friend, I think right now the best thing you can do is run for safety. They probably have a good beat on your location, assuming the tumbleweeds were on their payroll. Make no mistake, these guys are dangerous.
What's the worst that can happen to me if this is a dream?
Well, we've all been in a dream we've wanted to wake up from, but couldn't, right?
Sure, so?
Let's just say there are people who thrive on that fear and have ways of keeping you from waking up.
Yikes.
Exactly. What did you do to these guys anyway? Why you?
I don't know, but there's this box that they're after.
Right. Where did you get the box?
My girlfriend gave it to me.
They must be worried about what's inside. Worried it will expose them, all the things they've done, to her and to all the other people they've hurt.
So, what's the plan? Where are we going?
I wish I knew. Even if I make it to my destination, I'm still not home. That's what it means to be an exile.
That's rough, dude. So, where are we going exactly?
My niece, Nadia, used to ask me that question all the time. Where are you going, uncle? She was the only young person who knew I was leaving. Imagine, she knew when my father didn't. I was always mad at my sister for telling her. She would ask me that when I was putting her to bed.
What did you tell her?
The only thing you can tell when a person that young asks you a question like that at bedtime. I told her the truth. Not the truth, but the truth wrapped in the blanket of a story. There's a place where the river Tigris runs through Baghdad. A place called the Two-Story Bridge. When I was a kid, I would go fishing there and look out at the water and wonder where it all led. As a child, I was told that the farthest place on the earth from Baghdad is a place called Fiji. I would train my eyes on the horizon and imagine that all the water led there, to the point where the sky met the earth. To my child's mind, Fiji was the place where the sky touches the earth. These people of Fiji, they must be very tolerant people to live in such a place where one has to stoop over at all times and can never stand up straight. Eventually, they resolved to leave and find a new home where the sky was farther from the earth, where the pandanus tree can grow high enough to be woven. So they left this land right under the sky, leaving behind those people so old and bent that they no longer cared to stand up straight. The other Fijians gradually moved away from the edge of the world, and the sky got a little higher, and then they found a marvelous place. It was fertile and lush, with excellent weather, an orange tree for every backyard. But there was one problem: earthquakes. Terrible earthquakes, as frequent as rains during the springtime in this country. All because the sky was still close to the earth. When there's thunder, it echoes off the roof of the sky and causes the ground to break. But the Fijians adjusted. They built their entire civilization out of rubber. Rubber houses with rubber beds that would sway during the quakes, with rubber restraints that would hold the sleeping Fijians tight while they dreamed. But Nadia didn't want a bedtime story about that. She wanted a story about good and evil, the kind of story children like. So I changed it for her to be about a Fijian princess called Nadia. who finds the source of all the earthquakes.
I thought you already said it was the thunder.
Yes, but it's a child's bedtime story. You can change the details as you go along. So, Nadia finds a dragon hiding under the earth. A dragon with a splinter in its toe, whose terrible roaring causes the earth to break. Nadia slays the dragon and saves the people by uttering a magic spell. Gonothi Seauton.
What does she say?
Gonothi Seauton. It's actually Greek. Rolls right off the tongue, no?
Konothi seu neton.
Okay, that was interesting. Can you say that again?
Konothi seu don?
Or the mirror eyes closed.
This is the spell Vern said I'd need.
Seems like it. And look, that's not the spell's only power. The card. There's a phone number on it now.
Oh! Oh, okay, no, that's still there. But the color of it kind of changed.
Do you know what this means? I think you're ready to make a certain phone call.
It's the same number that was on my girlfriend's phone.
Ready to put your spell to use?
Yes, I'm ready.
Good. Do you have a phone?
Yes, but it's not mine, it belongs to the waitress.
Even better. So, here's the plan. You call them and tell them you want to sign up for a tour.
Okay, got it.
Here's the thing. If they act like they're taking you on a tour, everything is good. But if they've figured you out, they'll try to distract you while they kidnap you. Take it from me. They tell you someone you care about is in danger, but don't believe it. If everything's fine, then everything's fine. But if someone you know is in danger, it's a trap. Get out of there. Are you ready?
That's good advice. Okay.
Dial the number.
Oh my gosh, I'm so scared. We gotta do this. We gotta do this.
Yeah.
Is this Balkan Tours?
Yep. What can I help you with?
I'd like to take a tour of the Badlands.
That's a big park. You near the Argus gas station on Route 90?
Yeah, I am.
Alright. I'll pick you up in an hour.
Pick me up?
You don't have a car, do you?
How do you know that? Oh no.
Just guess from your voice. So, see you in an hour.
Where do we meet exactly?
Don't worry about that. I'll be waiting for you once you land.
Oh, I hope I made the right choices. Well, we'll just have to live with those consequences.
So, it worked then?
I think so. Hard to tell. Oh!
I think you'll be fine. Just keep the spell close at hand.
Dude!
And remember, if they start telling you someone close had been hurt, it's a trap.
Why are you disappearing?
It's a few minutes before 3:30 in Istanbul. There's another raft waiting. Another try.
Good luck.
Thanks. To you too. I think you'll be fine. You have allies all along this road, even in the cars of enemies. I've left something for you.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you. That guy was a good friend.
Hey, sorry I haven't written in a while.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Ugh. We got one more. Oh my god, I'm so scared. Okay, guys. If you like this episode, go ahead and hit that like button. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, throw those down below. And if you're excited for the ending as much as I am, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can see the ending when it comes out. But until next time, I'll see you later. Bye!